بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومولاه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Surah Taha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started the surah with a reality about the Qur'an. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Taha ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa. We have not sent the Qur'an down to you so that you can be miserable. Meaning the Qur'an can never be the source of misery. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the other hand, and this is a style linguistically, is when you negate an aspect, it is the most comprehensive way of really opening the door for everything that is positive. Instead of Allah Ta'ala saying, we have revealed the Qur'an for you so you can be happy. But the Qur'an is not just for happiness. Qur'an is for guidance. It's guidance of nur. It has multifaceted aspects of benefit. Instead of listing all of the beneficial aspects of the Qur'an, Allah Ta'ala instead just negated anything that has to do with driving a person miserable. Quran does not have any of those aspects when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent it to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another aspect about the style in the language is Allah Ta'ala is addressing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam bil mukhatab. I mean, he's addressing him individually and directly, and by extension he is, since the Quran is not just for the Prophet ﷺ, it is for each and every individual in his ummah. Hence, Allah Ta'ala is also addressing each and every one of us. When you read that message, Allah Ta'ala is addressing you, is telling you as well, the Quran, I have not revealed the Quran, so you, the son of Adam, you, the follower of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran is not for you to be miserable with. Rather, the Quran is to bring about felicity in its divine sense. Now, wretchedness, ash-shaqa, shaqawa, ash-shiqwa, these are all family words that speaks to misery. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you and I from two different parts. One that is physical, that belongs to the life of this world, and one from the world of the divine, which is the soul. Your body is from this physical world. Your soul is from the divine world. And for each, there is a source of what nourishes it, what gives it health, what takes it to a pleasurable and a happy place. The physical world gives our physical body that sense of pleasure and joy. The physical world does not give the soul the enjoyment and the nourishment and the felicity. It has to be from a different divine source, hence Al-Quran. So the distinction to be made is there is a difference between what is pleasurable and what is felicitous. What brings joy and pleasure from the physical world doesn't necessarily extend to giving the pleasure and felicity to the soul. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala limited ala bidhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. In the language again of this ayah, it is only limited al-hasr. It is only limited to what is from the form and from the nature of remembrance of Allah that brings felicity to the soul, to the heart. Not the pleasurable physical things. Those, they bring pleasure and joy to our physical. This is why when we cannot make distinction between what is felicitous for the soul, what brings happiness to the soul, and we confuse it with what brings pleasure to our bodies, we confuse the approach of which are we looking for. If we're looking for the happiness resides in the heart, in the soul. Hence, if you want to achieve the happiness and felicity, then you have to take the route of what is from the divine source. Quraan, Salah, Siyam, Dhikr, Sadaqah. Those what brings felicity and joy to the soul. And that transcends this physical world and extends into the future of the life of the barzakh, the life on the land of resurrection, and the eternal abode and home in al-Jannah, inshallah. This is why investment in what is divinely bringing felicity and joy and happiness is the essence of what we're here. As for the physical world and the tools and the means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in our gave us access to, those are mediums by which we provide the real investment for what extends into the hereafter as what brings felicity and joy to the soul and the body comes the realm of the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again is emphasizing on the importance of paying attention. Pay attention. The Qur'an brings nothing but felicity on levels that you don't even know. And areas like one of the brothers in the gym, we were working out, and he says, oh my goodness, he says, I have some muscles that are aching. I don't even know I had those muscles in my body. Muscles that hurt, I never knew I had those muscles. By extension, subhanallah, with the Quran, you will experience felicity you don't even know you had, and forms of joy and happiness you don't even know existed. And the Quran is going to take you into those realms and take you into those levels of felicity and joy and happiness. فنسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يرزقنا وإياكم العلم النافع والعمل الصالح. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم، وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد. الحمد لله رب العالمين.